Right guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about broken engine mount bolts and the one that I had to replace in here. Right, so what have we got here? We've got a bit of threaded bar with two nuts on. We then have the broken bolt that came out of my bike, and then we have the brand new bolt from Triumph. I'll explain what these other little bits are in a second. The story goes, I was at Anglesey J Whittam 2-dayer, and on the first day, a few sessions in, come to look around my bike just in between sessions, and I see that the bolt that goes through the subframe, basically, I couldn't even see it. So what had happened is this bolt had sheared and then it fell out on track. Now I was super lucky. I didn't even notice it. It didn't get caught up in my wheel or chain or anything like that. It just fell out on the side of the track. Sort of asked the marshals about it. They managed to go get it because I thought maybe it was still complete and the nut had just fell off. But obviously once I looked at it, I realised that this end had sheared. So what I did then was, at the time, a very temporary repair, I went to tool station, bought a length of bar that's the same thickness, double nutted it up with some washers, and that actually carried on and worked for the next 7 sessions I did then. So when I came home again, obviously I wanted to have a look at it to see what happened. Basically how it works is it goes through a bit of subframe here, which is probably about that thick, then goes through the engine, then goes through this spacer, then goes through an insert like that, which is in the next bit of subframe the other side, and then you have a nut on the end. What happened when I come to it, I could see this little alley spacer in here was sort of like had a little bit of slack and it could move around, so I thought, oh, that's all right, just need to adjust this back up. Anyway, went to screw this in, which you need allegedly you need a special tool from Triumph, but I made my own. This is what I made here. It's literally just an old 3/8 extension, welded a bit of steel on the end, which is flat, and yeah, that just poked in there and I could just turn it, turn it like that. But unfortunately, what I had to do then, as you can see by the state of this horrendous insert, is I had to drill the insert out, because it didn't matter how much. I literally put a 1/2 inch ratchet on an adapter on there and tried to turn it in here, and it just literally didn't want to move, wouldn't budge, and it started rounding off the edge of it. So in the end, I ended up drilling it out, smashing it around with a chisel there, and eventually it did come out. So looking at this on the bike now, you'll see this gap in here. If I just grab the spacer, you'll see basically that just slots in there like that, and then you take the slack up. The threaded insert comes from the other side and comes through in here. Now if I put my little tool, that sounded dodgy, didn't it? If I put that in there into the little slot, and you look through from the other side, you'll see, if I turn this like this, look. You see it moving in there? So basically, the old one wouldn't do that at all. It literally was just like solid in here. See the spacer in here now? It doesn't move, because I've now nipped that up. Obviously you can see the bolt ends in there. And then obviously the bolt comes right through like that, and then you do the nut up and job's a good one. Just a word of warning really, check the bolts, check the adjusters. Mine's going to be a lot better now than it was, because at least the adjuster is movable. So thanks for watching, and I'll be on a track day again soon.